EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A solid stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Howell down to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Option handoff to Williams. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
2nd down and 4. There's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. You look at this Bears defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that count?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll run on 1st down. Merritt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Howell. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. There he goes, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurts throw. It's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down from Higbee. And since so many have forgot about him among the league's top tight ends, time to give him his due. He has improved so much across 7 NFL seasons, going from back.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Broncos nothing.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, a heck of a move. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. Fighting his way through contact. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kyron Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Great.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Palmer, his 4th 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jayy Sneed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we're going to go in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Another run now for Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 33-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Hurts going to move him around. Now on third and long. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Howell.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Third and 2. Here's Howell.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
Sloman sets to kick it off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the give is Nwangu. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Howell tried to pick it up on third. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can knock on a field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out and stop.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Kyron Williams, 76 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Palmer going in motion right. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Give left side here for Nwangu. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Howell going to audible to something else. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun on third down, Howell. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. How about this? They'll change it at the line. So here we go, fourth down, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Merritt, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off play action, it's Howell. And he is caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Howell throwing for it. It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort.
There he goes, right side. He's on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kyron Williams with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Broncos 21. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Howell changing the play here. Now a give, running left is Nwogu. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Palmer going in motion right. On the run is Nwogu. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Here's Nwogu. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown! Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And strong running here on the first 2 plays of the drive. He's got another first down on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Williams running left. Oh, a nifty juke. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kyron Williams, 48 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Bears 33, Broncos 28. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. He'll get this up to about the 44. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Palmer going in motion right. Now a give running right. Nwangu. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now it's Nwangu. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is first and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here comes second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
63.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass complete to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go street.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Second and 10, Howell. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true.
18 Rattler, track 60. Check smash.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell looking to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Howell. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Howell. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is.
7 Pirates, 7 Pop. Hey, smash. Don't go 18. Take go.
4th down, Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
63, 63, 63.
It's a pickup for 6.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Wicks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second